Hello, my name is Perry. This is episode 134 of BPerryFilms Podcast. On today's episode, I'll be talking about business coaching, and it's going to be one of my revenue streams that I'm going to be dabbling down on this year. And this will help me achieve some of my financial goals for this year and also show people that I'm really skilled at everything that I do. I have worked with over 400 companies and organizations over the past 5 years. I have partnered with different brands such as ManyChat, WeWork, the American Diabetes Association's Boston Arts Academy, Dean College, TC Theater Company, and many more. And let me tell you, business coaching was one of my first services that I offered. Originally, I started out with a podcast, and people kept asking me, can you go more in depth with all the information that you're delivering? So I thought, okay, we can deep dive into getting to know each subscriber one by one, figure out what some of their pain points are before I even get into webinars and all those other streams. Same thing with courses, because I wanted to see who's really going to show up, who really has questions, who's really gonna have the willpower to really support themselves, because I think of business coaching as mentorship, being able to show up for them in ways that they thought no one else would be able to, and being able to coach them in a way where I'm giving you a little bit of lessons, but you have to do some homework as well. You have to be able to do some research. You have to be able to show up, whether it's every 2 weeks, once a month, however that we're meeting up, and be able to do the assignments and see what your progress will be and see how you transform your mindset. Because the main thing is always going to be your mindset. Being able to say, I can't do something, to I can do anything that I can possibly do. And when you have that willpower of saying that I can accomplish something, shows up differently than saying that this maybe can happen. When you articulate your thoughts, when you are able to speak up louder and being able to really show people that you're an expert at your craft, more people will come and support you. More people will be willing to buy. You will be able to endeavor and dive into other revenue streams and so much more, because the main part of having a business is having a problem and being able to provide a service to your potential audience, whether that their pain points are A, B, and C. And if you're able to hit at least 2 of those points, they're more likely to reach out to you than a person that's able to solve just one. And I know everyone's really focused on the money part, but there are ways for you to make money outside of coaching. And there is courses, there are digital products, there are so many different revenue streams of how you can get into all these things. And I thought, if I can't have the time to cater to everyone, let me have courses where it could answer a lot of the people's questions. If they're very similar and they're asking a lot of questions and it's not really going anywhere with the one-on-ones, I know I could recommend a course. And if they need a simple, straightforward answer and this is their main pain point, I recommend them to the courses. To the one-on-one, because I'm able to solve some of their answers that could be approached right away. When I recommend people to a flagship course, I think it's an overall structural problem. It could be that you have so many ideas and you don't have the right format. So I recommend them to create an effective business plan. I need to learn how to scale my business and how to find my voice within my craft. I recommend them to the course, Defining CEO. I need help being able to create video posts. And I recommend them to a cheap digital product such as YouTubers create workbook. And being able to provide those resources at a blink of an eye has really helped me to help them, because I don't want to waste their time. I don't want to overbook myself, because there's no point of me keep booking and booking and booking and booking, and it's going to cost you more money than if you could get the answer, if you could get a bulk of answers right away, you know? And you can look at all the YouTubes in the world, but no one's going to give you the answer to anything because they want more money. And it's not fair to you, and it's not fair to them either. When I say it's not fair to you, it's because you're spending a lot of time getting nowhere, and then for them, I feel like they're overexhausting themselves because they worked hard to get to where they are, and things cost money. They may have a team, they have to pay rent. There's a lot of expenses that go into a business that people don't really think about. And sometimes they can be really selfish on the consumer end. But I really want to be able to help businesses. I don't think I want to work business to customer anymore. I think the series of purpose is just not there. And I think I want to work with startups. I want to work with enterprises. I want to work with schools. I want to work with people who already have the audience and are willing to make the next step forward, and being able to transition and really apply themselves, because my structure of how I want to run my business is so much different than when I first started. Because when people ask me what my goal was for my business before, I'm like, I want to help out all the startups and help them storytell through film, and that's too broad. I just want to be able to do the similarity of that, but help people tailor their pitch to that audience that they already have. And sometimes when we introduce a new product, a new service, sometimes that audience gets lost. But being able to reframework who I already have and seeing how I can keep them reeled in and have them recommend my services to other people, that's when I know that I have done my job. Because it's not enough having just 2 or 3 clients. You want to be able to have those 2 or 3 clients graduate and move on with another batch. It could be 5 or 6, then working with another batch. It could be another 3. And sometimes when businesses are working with 100 different companies, you're oversaturating yourself and it's not scalable, and you're doing all this research and you're eventually going to forget who these people are. It's like, yes, you're using Honeybooks. Yes, you're using Dubsado. Yes, you're using Acuity Scheduling. But it doesn't make any sense if you're oversaturating yourself and wearing yourself thin. Your work level is going to drop. Your efforts are going to drop. Everything is going to drop. So that's why I said, if you're going to work with a mass bulk of people, record everything and put into a course. If you want to work with small groups, put it into group coaching. If you want to do one-on-ones, schedule no more than 10 people in a month, because you're going to work yourself thin. And raise up your prices if you need to. If you know it's not going to be a big transition, keep your prices low. But if you know that your transitions and your results really match up to your price, then charge a couple hundred to 1,000. Whatever works for your budget. But I definitely want to get to know all of you, especially the ones that are really serious. I want to get to know who you are, what your mission is, and who are you planning to solve. And being able to articulate those thoughts allows you to articulate your why, your purpose, and being able to really show up. You're not wearing yourself thin. You already know what your mission is, and you can accomplish things a lot faster. And like I said, if it's too much for you, do webinars here and there, sell courses here and there, do digital products. Make sure that you have a level head. You do not want to wear yourself thin. Show up when you can. If you have to cancel an appointment because you're too burnt out, be clear to articulate that with your clients. But that's a process that you have to go through. The reason why I'm going this as a subscription model approach is because I think it's a great way to see who is serious and who is really wanting to see long-term results. Because like I said, I can't work with you one time and be able to solve all your problems. And when you're doing the subscription approach, I think you show up differently, you apply work differently, your mindset is different, and everything that you do moving forward will give you a better result. I train very hard to get my master's degree, and it's in business management. I trained to become a consultant. Like I said, I have worked with over 400 business owners. I've spoken in front of over 300 attendees at a speaking engagement. And let me tell you, I have learned so much, and being able to shake people's hands, build a community, and YouTube is not going to show you all your results. It only shows you a fraction of who you are. Not everyone is on every platform, but it's the people that show up for you in person and helping you showcase that you are an expert in your craft and be able to see in testimony that they are doing great too. Gives me the most fulfillment. And I hope this video gives you a big takeaway. I do have a webinar coming up. Make sure that you sign up for my newsletter down in the description box below, and you will get all the details on it. You can follow me on YouTube and Substack, BPerryFilms Experience, TikTok and Instagram, BPerryFilms, and LinkedIn, Bobby L. Perry.